let's say I'm having a graph over here. Okay, this is my graph, and this graph which I'm having is basically divided into few parts. One is, for instance, this thing, and the other one is, for instance, this one, and the third one is this one. Okay, now let's say this is your point A, this is your point B, and this is your point C. Okay, so when I'm going to like integrate it, one of them is this one, area under the curve. Okay, this is one of them which I have just shown over here with black spot. Then the other one which I have got over here, that's this one, the red one. Okay, for instance, these are the two area. One is from A to B and the other one is from B to C. So now there are some results which you have to remember. Okay, let's say that the graph which I have made over here, this graph is a graph of uh, this graph is a graph of a function x, any function x. Okay, this is a graph of function x. So first thing which you have to remember, that if I'm going to integrate a function with respect to x, but the upper limit and lower limit are same, then what is going to happen? Upper limit, lower limit are same. It means that basically what we do, we integrate this thing. Okay, and after integration, we put upper limit minus lower limit. So a minus a, the whole thing will become 0. Okay, so always remember that if you are integrating any function and its upper limit and lower limit is same, then you don't have to do any working. You can directly write that it is going to be equals to 0. The second thing which you have to remember, let's say I'm integrating the function f of x dx from a to b. So if I'm integrating it from a to b, what is going to happen over here basically? It means that I'm going to get area from this point to this point. Okay, like I have made over here, I'm going to get the area and it will be from A to B portion. Okay, now if you want to change it, okay, no, basically I want to write it, okay, I want to replace my upper limit with lower limit and lower limit with upper limit. Sometimes it happens that we have to change the limit. So what is going to happen? It means that now your graph, your area will be calculated from this point to this. So what you just have to do, you will put a minus sign over here. Okay, things will be same, but you will put a minus sign over here. What basically happens when you will like integrate from A to B, you will have this portion and you will have this portion. First of all, from origin to B, then from origin to A, you will subtract this part, so you will have the black one. But when you will put a minus sign, things will be done in the reverse form. From any end over there, I will be finding this position, and then from any end at this point, I will be finding this position. So again, taking the difference, the result will be same, but the result will be in minus sign. So I will be putting a minus sign over here. When you apply a minus sign by yourself before integration, the upper limit becomes lower limit and the lower limits become upper limit. That is also one of the function, one of the result which you have to remember. Now, final integration, final result which I'm telling you. Let's say I'm integrating from a to b f of x dx. And after that, I add b to c f of x dx. Okay, this bracket has nothing to do. Okay, so now what will happen? Basically, as you can see, integrating from A to B, I will have this area, B to C, I will have this area. So what I can say directly over here that if I integrate from A to C the function f of x dx, I will